Hello, my dear friends. Friends, I am Jyotirvid Pavan Kumar. Friends, I have just made a video on what happens soon after death. And I made that video in Hindi language because I was requested to make most of my videos in Hindi. But now I am getting requests from other viewers who do not know Hindi. So I thought some important videos, which I think the topic is most important, I'm also trying to make them in English language. So this video is about fear of death. There is fear of death in every person. See, this fear is natural up to some extent. This fear is installed in us by nature. Why? So that people take care. They don't land up in danger unknowingly. They should take precautions. Even if you are driving on the road, you will take precaution. You will put your seat belt on and all that. If you are driving a two-wheeler, you will put your helmet on your head, because in two-wheeler accidents mostly it is the head which is injured. So up to some extent this fear is okay, but if this fear becomes uncontrollable and becomes sort of phobia, then it is bad. Then you are not able to live life contentedly, freely, happily. So this fear of death should go away, and this will go away if you understand. Now in this video I am going to tell you that every type of death, mode of death, is natural except suicide. Suicide is considered a crime in the eyes of God. So if a person, each one of us have decided about the agenda of life before coming to this world, and we have certain tasks to do, certain lessons to be learned, and for that certain lifespan is pre-planned. Now if a person, because of difficulties, because of sorrow, suffering, loses heart and commits suicide, then that person is cutting short on his or her own planning. So there is a lot of waste of time. So this is considered a crime to commit suicide, crime in the eyes of God or divine forces, right? All other modes of death, could be accident, could be through disease or anything, are natural death. There is no other unnatural death, as many people wrongly say. Only suicide is unnatural and must be avoided. Now see what happens when a person may have been suffering from a disease. There was a lot of pain and suffering and irritation, but when death comes and the person leaves this physical body, then inside this physical body there are two subtle bodies which are again attached to the soul or the overself. So all the suffering, disease was in the physical body. So when a person leaves the physical body after death, there is no pain, no suffering, all disease has gone. So that person is in a perfect, healthy state, feels young and healthy and rejuvenant. So if a person did not believe in life after death, that person suffers a lot. Most Western people, and also I find in India also, many people, they do not believe in life after death. They suffer a lot because they are unable to figure out what is it. I am dead. People are crying because dead person can see others, can hear others, what they are saying, whether they are crying or not. The person cannot communicate with the living people, but can watch everything. So the person is in a dilemma that I am dead. My relatives are crying. But I am living. I am perfect. I was suffering from pain, disease, but now all has gone. How to tell them that I am not suffering anymore? Now if anybody doesn't believe in life after death, must watch. There are thousands of videos, thousands of cases of NDEs, near death experiences, and people tell the wonders they see on the other side, right? So must see those videos, must read the books written by those who have died clinically for some time and came back to tell and give the message of God, to live happily, to love others and all that. So there should not be any fear of death. So now let me tell you what happens. A person may have been living a wrong kind of life, selfish, or may have been giving trouble to others out of greed or lust or anything, blackmailing others, raping, murdering, could be anything. So if that person has done harm to others, then that person is going to go to a place called Purgatory, and there will witness all the suffering. There will be other people also who lived life wrongly. They will be crying and shouting and all that, and this person will be confined there. And then that person will realize that, oh, I have lived wrongly. That is why I am here. Then that person will realize and say, okay, I have done wrong, I accept it, I won't do it again. Now help me, God, help me. When he prays for help, asks for help, then the volunteers who are there to help, they come. So God will take you out of that place. So that place, Purgatory, you may call hell, but it is not hell. It is reflecting the life you lived. Then after that, when you come out of that Purgatory and you have realized that you lived life wrongly, then you go to a place which is called the Hall of Memories. Everything, every incident of your life has been recorded, and there alone you will be alone in that hall, and you will witness your complete whole life from birth till the end, till the time you are there. And you can call it a film. That film will start from your birth on the physical plane, and it will stop at certain incidents which were important in your life. Important in the sense how you behaved with others. Now if you tortured others, if you inflicted pain or suffering on others, then all that suffering, pain has to be borne by you there and then. So that is the most difficult thing you will go through if you have lived a wrong kind of life, harming others, torturing others, giving others pain and suffering. If you gave any kind of suffering to others, then you will sort of as if you are in that person's body, and whatever turmoil that person went through because of your behavior towards that person, you will experience that there and then. There cannot be any greater punishment than that. See, just imagine if a person has lived so wrongly, have done rape and murder and torture and blackmailing and stealing and this and that. How long will it take for that person to go through all the suffering which he inflicted on others? That person will bear that there and then. And then that person will decide himself or herself. There is no other person or force which is making the judgment. It will be you and you only in your in your subtle form, with all your senses intact, and you will judge yourself. Then you will come out of that hall of memories. Then you will have certain plan that you did all these things wrong, and now you will go and you will live life in a way to help others. So my dear friends, if till date you have lived life wrongly, harming others, then this is consider this moment as a turning point and shift your thinking and now follow the right ways, the moral ways of life, helping others. Then you may be exempted from all the bad karma also. Who knows? But if you carry on your wrong type of life, selfish life, or you are consuming drugs and doing all the negative activities and all that, if you carry on that, then it is you and you only who is going to suffer, no one else, right? So with this knowledge is not just being given by me only. This is what our scriptures say. This is what the great Tibetan Lama Lobsang Rampa has conveyed. And the same knowledge you get from so many thousands of cases of NDEs, near-death experiences. People have gone. People who lived life wrongly, they have gone to this place, Purgatory, which they may call hell. It is a hellish experience for those people. But if you live life righteously, helping others, not harming others, then you will rejoice. You will rejoice after death. You won't go to Purgatory. Then it will be all great experience in the astral and spirit worlds. So my dear friends, I hope this information will help you, and if you have any related comments or any questions regarding this topic, you are most welcome. Thank you for watching this video.